Hey Cosmic Family, it's your girl Cosmic Jazz 222, and today I'm back with another video. This time it is the second part of my Jupiter and Gemini transit breakdown. This video we focus on how each zodiac sign will be impacted by this transit, okay guys? So before we get into anything, if you're just coming across my video, my name is Jazz. I'm a little psychic here on YouTube, and I do a bunch of videos such as tarot readings, celebrity readings, astrological breakdowns, and even commentaries on spirituality, conspiracy theories, and anything that's happening up in the stars, okay? And just some disclaimers. You don't have to believe anything I have to say. If you don't like this type of content, just stay clear of my video and you will be just fine. So with that being said, let's get into the signs. All right, so how I'm going to break this down, if you don't know what your rising sign is, so here's the deal. I would recommend first looking at your rising sign, because that will be the most accurate, as I'm going based on like the housing system, you know, where Jupiter will be landing in your chart based on the houses. And if you're just like, Jazz, what is all that? Go to astroseek.com. I might have like a little screen record somewhere, maybe, if I'm not too lazy, and you just plug in your information, and so this will involve like your date of birth, time of birth, and even location of birth, and it will end up generating a circle chart. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a side chart that has like the houses and like where each planet is located. But in the circle chart, you'll see like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And wherever the sign lands, that will be like what sign rules which house, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. But the sign that rules the first house, so the house that has the number 1, whatever sign is like on top of it, is your rising sign, and that's where you have to look, okay? That would be the main thing you should be focusing on. And I understand some of you guys might have like your rising or your ascendant at a later degree like me, because I have my rising in Capricorn, but it's at 28 degrees. So technically I have Aquarius all in my first house, and all my houses are like shifted weirdly. So if that's the case, look at the signs that are in the house where Jupiter is transiting. So if Jupiter is transiting, like for example your 3rd house, but then it's going to end up transiting into your 4th house because Gemini is in those signs, look at both of them. Look at both of those houses, and I'll have it all listed in the description below. Okay, so if you are an Aries rising, okay, and this will mean Gemini will rule over your 3rd house, okay? So if you aren't an Aries rising for some reason, because your rising is at like a later degree in a different sign, but Gemini still is in your 3rd house or rules over your 3rd house, still watch this portion of the video, okay? So if you are an Aries rising or you have Gemini ruling your 3rd house, Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 3rd house. And the 3rd house focuses on education, communication, and short-term travels. Now, if you're like, Jazz, I'm not an Aries rising, but I'm an Aries and I have Aries placements, still watch this section, just so you can get the bigger picture. So Jupiter will be making a sextile, which is a very positive aspect to your Aries planets. So if it's Sun, Moon, Venus, or whatever other planets you have in Aries, Jupiter is going to be making a positive sextile to it. So like I said, the area in life that this transit will most likely be impacting you will be the area associated with education, communication, short-term travels, and this will be an amazing time to network and increase your knowledge and curiosity over any form of subject matter. During this time, I actually would not be surprised if you guys learn a new language, for example, or want to get back into school, wanting to get some type of certification, or want to train to become a master at some type of skill. I do feel like that could be something you might be inclined to do during this time. I also feel like you will be experiencing a more harmonious relationship with your siblings, if you have any, as well as your neighbors. So I do feel like there's going to be more harmony coming towards the people that are surrounding you locally. okay? If you are a writer, okay, if you're someone who loves to write, you like poems, you're a poet, you like to create music, this will be an amazing time to really brainstorm and really tap into your creativity in that sense. This aspect will also be very beneficial for my teachers, my professors, and even authors if you are writing a book, for example. Now, a major note to take away from this, I would say be wary of doing too much. Don't overbook yourself. Don't learn too many things. For those of you guys who are in school, high school, middle school, whatever, do not procrastinate, Aries. Or if you have a Gemini in your third house, do not procrastinate. If you know there's gonna be a lot of information coming in towards you during this month. So if you sit back and procrastinate, let me tell you, wait until the last night until the exam the next day will not be beneficial. So make sure you are taking information at a very steady pace, okay? And be basic. Keep things basic. All right. So if you are a Taurus rising, or you happen to have Gemini ruling over your second house, this portion is for you. So yes, Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled second house. So the area of life that will be positively impacted and blessed with Jupiter will be your money, your assets, your value, your possessions, and even your self-worth, Taurus. And I think you need that. So during this time, your money is going to be looking nice and sweet. You're going to have possibly an increase in income during this time, or you're going to find an alternative way to make money. You might be having dual incomes, okay? So why do I say this? Because Gemini represents two. It represents double, it represents duality. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have like okay, let's say you have a job, but you end up finding a different way to make money. So you might have like a little side gig, or you might be having a hobby, and that ends up bringing money for you. I'm definitely seeing that. If you are having financial burdens, that's going to be alleviated as Jupiter is going to bless that side of you, okay? I do also feel like you might be having or making large purchases, so maybe buying a car, maybe a house, or making some type of large purchase. And it can be for things that are more luxurious, buying like designer brands, doing something with your appearance, getting your makeup done, getting your hair done, going to the barber or something, improving your fashion sense. Those are some things that might be improved during this time, and you're gonna be looking like money overall, right? So okay, you can be splurging a little bit or whatever, but most importantly, your self-worth is going to improve, and your respect for yourself will be increased as well. So this will actually end up manifesting materially, financially, and again, how you present yourself. But expect your self-worth to definitely skyrocket. Now, some things to note: be wary of overspending. Like, you're going to be splurging, I see that, but don't overspend. Make sure you have something for a rainy day, and be wary of overindulging in certain things, okay? So that is my predictions, Taurus. I'll see you guys later. All right, if you are a Gemini, or specifically a Gemini rising, or you happen to have Gemini ruling over your first house, this section of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled first house. So the focus will be on yourself, your identity, your physical appearance, and your self-confidence. And most importantly, especially for my Geminis who were born during Gemini season, Jupiter will be making a conjunction to your sun or any other Gemini placements that you have. So Gemini, this is going to be a very beneficial and blessed time for you. Like, I think out of all the zodiac signs, you will be definitely impacted the best with Jupiter, okay? Jupiter is your best friend during this time. So we will be seeing an expansion in your personality and how vital you are. Your vitality is going to increase. You're going to be seen as more energetic and enthusiastic about life all of a sudden. You're going to feel like the impossible is possible. You're going to be very optimistic, or you might come off as very philosophical, very spiritual even. You might be seen as this teacher. You might be seen as this guru to a certain extent. People might be drawn to you during this time, and you might be seen as more likable or fun to be around. You know, people will love your energy because you're so optimistic during this time. You're going to be very tunnel vision with the future and not allowing the past to hold you back anymore. So if you've been really if you've been having issues with healing and really trying to see brighter days and see the light in the tunnel, this will be the time that you will be seeing that, okay? And the focus will be on you. So some notes or takeaways that I want you to be wary of: avoid appearing egotistic and self-centered, because again, Jupiter expands things, and since it's in your first house, you might be overly expanding yourself into other people's life. You might be overdoing it at times, so you might be a little bit hard to deal with if you don't get that in check. Just because you feel optimistic, it's good that you're gonna be very optimistic, but that doesn't mean you're not immune to like the negative aspects of life, okay? You can be careful, but don't be careless, okay? Do not be careless. Just because you're feeling optimistic doesn't mean something bad can't happen. You have to be very cautious as well. Continue to be cautious. And at the end of the day, don't take any unnecessary risk, careless risk, okay? So if that resonated, I hope it did, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, Cancer. So if you are a Cancer, especially a Cancer rising, you have Cancer placements, or Gemini happens to rule your 12th house, this video, or this section of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 12th house. Now the 12th house, the area of life that Jupiter will be blessing is the soul, your subconscious. It will bring light to your fears, your past life, your karma, and your sense of spirituality. So during this time, you will be working and overcoming any fears you have, any guilty consciousness that you might be experiencing, and any possible addictions, because the 12th house deals with addictions. Additionally, if you've been feeling very isolated for some reason, Jupiter will be expanding on that and seeing how you can either find comfort with yourself or be more open and socialize with people. You will be also paying attention to dreams and signs. You're going to be very spiritually activated when Jupiter enters your 12th house. Very spiritual. Your dreams are going to be very vivid. You're going to feel very connected to God, to source, or whatever you believe in. You will be focused on helping others as well, possibly doing humanitarian work or donating, charity, or possibly going to a holy place. Like I'm seeing a church, I'm seeing a temple, maybe a mosque, a synagogue, whatever you feel inclined to do, you might be doing something of that nature. And you're going to be understanding the importance of solitude. I'm also seeing that you might be diving into something that is considered foreign to you, so definitely getting out your comfort zone in that sense. Now, some things to remember and take note of: avoid indulging in any addictions. Do not feed your addictions if you have any, or don't do anything undesirable privately, okay? Because 12th house does with privacy, and Jupiter expands on that. So if you are like hiding a secret, just be truthful during this time. Don't try to hide anything. Avoid being a self-sacrificial lamb. It's okay to sacrifice certain things and to put others first, but not to the point of your own detriment. That's what I'm trying to say. Do not feed into your fears, work through them. And remember that the past is not your future. You have other things to look forward to. Do not be bounded by your past. The 12th house also deals with hidden enemies. So during this time, you might be aware of who your enemies are. You might figure out, it might even be the people closest to you. So be wary of that, Cancer. Make sure you use your intuition and discernment to read the people around you, read their energies. You're going to be very spiritually activated, and you're going to know if something is off. So I hope that resonated, Cancer. Let me know your experiences in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. All right, hi Leo. So if you are a Leo, specifically a Leo rising, you have a Leo placements, or Gemini happens to rule your 11th house, this section of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be sextiling your sun if you're a Leo sun, or if you have any Leo placements, which is a very positive aspect. Now, the area of life that Jupiter will be blessing is your wishes, your goals, your aspirations, your social groups, your friends, your technology, communities, and anything that you want to achieve during this lifetime. So expect an expansion in your social group. I see a lot of friends. You might be making a lot of friends during this time. You might be getting involved with different groups or organizations, especially those that have a mission that I'm seeing. your ideas and knowledge are going to be very important. I actually feel like since this is dealing with technology, you might become more well known or a bit of an influence on social media or any type of platform. And it's because of your knowledge. You might be amassing a large following during this time. You might be encountering and interacting with different types of people, which is going to help you expand on your perspectives and expand how you view life in general. You're going to be more tolerant of people that are completely different of you. But some notes to take away from this and to be wary of: set boundaries with people. You're going to be amassing a lot of followers and possibly a lot of friends. Definitely put your boundaries. If you are very tired out, if you need some time alone, put those boundaries down, okay? You don't have to always say yes to something. You can say no when you feel overwhelmed. You do not need to accomplish all your goals at once, Leo. I'm so sorry. Additionally, do not do things for instant gratification. Things will take time. The best things happen when you put an effort and take your time with this. So I hope that resonated. Let me know your comments and experiences, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, hi Virgo. So if you're a Virgo, especially a Virgo ascendant, rising, or you have plans in Virgo, or a Gemini happens to rule your 10th house, this section of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 10th house and will also be squaring your sun if you're a Virgo sun, or if you have any Virgo placements. So the focus will be on your career, how you show up publicly, your public status, your reputation, your fame, and also professional achievement. So this will be the area of life that Jupiter will be blessing. So during this time, you might be experiencing some form of expansion in your career, Virgo. There's a possibility for a new job or a new career path, or maybe you're gaining more insight on your life purpose and life path during this transit. You're more likely to achieve some level of recognition or fame due to your accomplishments, due to your contributions to the workplace and your ideas in the workplace. I'm seeing a lot of accolades and awards, but again, it comes with hard work, of course. The main thing is put yourself out there. If you want to, I guess, change your career or advance in your career, or advance in the corporate ladder or whatever you're in, put yourself out there, network, get to know people, shake that hand, be very charismatic, because that's going to take you far during this time. Now, some things to be wary of and some takeaways: be wary of how you show up professionally, because again, you're going to be in the public's eye. So anything you do can be heavily critiqued at the same time. Don't do anything that can jeopardize your reputation, Virgo. And the reason why I say this is because Jupiter enhances and expands on things. And again, it's going to be sitting in your 10th house of like publicity and career. So anything you do is going to be expanded on, good, bad, or ugly. All right. Also, make sure to have time for family, to have time to relax and be private, because you're going to be in the public's eye a lot during this time. I hope this resonated. Let me know your experiences and comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right. So if you are a Libra, you have a Libra rising or Libra placements, or Gemini happens to rule over your 9th house, this section of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 9th house, and it will be creating a trine to your Libra placements, or if you are a Libra, your Libra sun in this case. So the focus, or I guess the area of life that Jupiter will be blessing, will be higher education, traveling abroad, immersing and learning about different cultures and different customs, philosophy, and reevaluating your moral compass. Okay, so during this time, Libra, Jupiter is going to be blessing you in those areas. You're more likely during this time to travel abroad. If you've been wanting to, this is the perfect time, because you will be experiencing some form of spiritual enhancement when it comes to traveling abroad. Especially when you are traveling to learn about a different culture or immerse yourself in a different culture. During this time, you might be more inclined to be religious or more philosophical, wanting to understand the truth, what the truth is. During this time, you might be even, I'm getting, if you are like in a higher education, so I'm talking about college, like bachelor's degree, master's, PhD, or even like medical or law, you will be having a great transit when it comes to achieving that degree. And also, if you're possibly writing a thesis, you will be doing very well in that as well. But again, it comes with hard work. This will be a great moment to definitely pursue a higher level education. This also is an amazing transit for my professors and my presenters out there. So if you're a professor and you are doing research, this is an amazing time to share your knowledge with your students. I'm also seeing some luck in legal matters, as the ninth house deals with morality, ethics, things of that nature. So if you've been having some legal battles, or you're dealing with like contracts or something, this would be an amazing transit for that. But some notes and some things to be wary of. Avoid having a self-righteous God complex during this time. You will be obtaining a lot of knowledge. You might be reaching some form of spiritual enlightenment, and you might be seen as this teacher to everybody. But remember, the day you are human. And since we are talking about the ninth house, which is philosophy, I'm going to quote a famous Greek philosopher, Socrates. His famous quote, "I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing." So the best way to approach your learning, Libra, and how you obtain knowledge, know that you don't know anything. This will make you open to whatever that's out there. All right. I hope that resonated, and let me know your experiences in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right. Hi, Scorpio. So if you are a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio placements, especially your rising in Scorpio, or Gemini happens to rule your 8th house, this section of video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 8th house. So the area of life that Jupiter will be blessing involves shared resources, loans, taxes, sexuality, intimacy, healing trauma, transformation and rebirth, occult knowledge, research, and investigation. So during this time, you are more likely to be receiving help or receiving money from other people, or dealing with other people's money and resources. So you'll be blessed in that sense. I'm seeing the relationship. If you are married and you have a relationship with your in-laws, your relationship with them will be more harmonized, and it will be better. Jupiter will be blessing your relationship with your in-laws. So if you've been having issues with them, I see that getting sorted out. This is a great time to take out a loan, or any taxes. Dealing with taxes will be an amazing time during this transit. When it comes to traumas, you will be focusing on healing them and understanding how it transformed you and how it made you powerful in that sense, because that's what the 8th house rules. This will be a great time to understand them, heal from them, and actually become a teacher and help others who are possibly dealing with those similar traumas, right? A lot of people will be looking to you as this light, as this guide, and I feel like that will be bringing you a lot of abundance, and it will heal you at the same time, which is a very good thing. Definitely speak on your experiences. Have that voice. Open your voice. Open yourself up and be vulnerable. That is where you're going to be blessed and receive a lot of not just praise, but just being able to help people in general in that sense. Now, when it comes to intimacy, I do feel like you will be blessed with great intimacy. Now, this doesn't have to be just like sexual things, but being emotionally intimate, being mentally intimate with somebody. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could be like with your friend. This could be with someone who is just like understands you on a deeper level. You will be blessed with that. Now, when it comes to, yes, sexuality or whatever, you might be having abundance in sexual experiences. So you're more likely to experience something very spiritual when you are intimate with someone in that sense. You might have a lot of, if you're not looking for anything serious, you might have an abundance in intimate experience with multiple people that might feel very powerful for you. So like more intimate partners. Additionally, this will be a good time to heighten your intuition. Your intuition will be growing and becoming stronger, and especially when it comes to investigating and gathering evidence. So I do feel like this is a very good transit for those of you who are in forensics. You're a detective, maybe you're a cop or something, you're a scientist, a researcher, or even a psychologist. This will be a great time for you to better understand what you're dealing with and gather evidence and really, figure out what your investigation is, right? Getting the answers that you need. So major discoveries with that. Now, some things to note: do not hold on to the past. Do not hold on to your traumas. Let them go, release them, and then talk about them, all right? be cautious with who you're intimate with because you're dealing with energy. All right. Be sure it is with someone you trust, someone you feel safe with, and someone who can bring another perspective, a different perspective for you so that you can grow spiritually from it. So I hope that resonated. Let me know in the comments how this is impacting you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right. So if you are a Sagittarius, you have Sagittarius placement, specifically a rising in Sagittarius, or Gemini happens to rule over your 7th house, this section of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 7th house, and it will be making opposition to either your Sun in Sagittarius or any other Sagittarius placements. Now, Sagittarius, the area of life that will be blessed will be your partnerships, your relationships, your marriage, your business partnerships, and your relationship with other people in general. So when it comes to this is a very beautiful moment for you to either deepen your connection with your partner or possibly find a partner. Find someone who is marriage material, all right? So if you're already in a connection, you're more likely to deepen the commitment, and this could be in the form of an engagement, this could be in the form of a marriage, or possibly having a child or sharing a property together. There's going to be some form of commitment or contract with that. Now for my singles, you're more likely to meet someone during this time that is marriage material or someone that's going to help you grow spiritually. Okay. Now, for those you guys, when it comes to business or collaboration, you're more likely to have beneficial opportunities for business partnerships, contracts, and collaboration. So this will be a good time to partner up with somebody because that will help you in many ways, all right? You can be considered more social during this time, and people may feel comfortable around you. If you are dealing with some type of legal matter, I do feel like that can be sorted out. You might be experiencing a beneficial transit with that, with Jupiter in your 7th house. You will be benefiting a lot from who you're connected with, okay? If it's from your partnerships, yes. From the public, you're going to be more likable or seen as more likable in the public, and you're more likely to be seen as this mediator or peacemaker or being very diplomatic. Be it in your interpersonal connections or maybe the workplace, you're going to be seen as this peacemaker. Now, some things to know and be wary of. Be wary of getting caught up in other people's problems. Again, sometimes it's not good to be the mediator. Sometimes it's not good to be in the middle of some type of conflict. Don't allow your life to just focus on relationships. You know, you have your own personal life. You don't want to get lost in a relationship. This will be highlighted, but you don't need to be lost in there, okay? So there's that. You have to definitely take note. And also, you're more likely to know who your open enemies are, or you're going to figure out who isn't really for you. It's going to be very apparent. I actually feel like more people might be jealous of you during this time because you're going to be blessed. So there's that as well. So I hope that resonated. Let me know your experiences in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, hello Capricorn. So if you have a Capricorn placement, Sun in Capricorn, or especially your rising Capricorn or any other Capricorn placements, or Gemini rules over your 6th house, this portion of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 6th house. And the focus, the area of life that will be blessed is work, health, pets, and your daily life and schedule. So during this time, you might be more inspired to have a good and amazing work ethic, and you'll be able to handle like the fine details, the more boring or more lengthy parts when it comes to work. You will be refining your skills, and therefore you're going to be more likable in the workspace, specifically among your coworkers, your bosses, and even your employees. If you're in a higher ranking position, you will experience more harmony in the workplace. I'm not really seeing too many conflicts or you dealing with like arguments. For the most part, it's going to be harmonious during this time. I'm also seeing beneficial changes to your schedules, your daily schedules. Maybe you might be avoiding any repetitive or mundane tasks. I see you changing your schedule to include more hobbies or include things that will help you more spiritually. I'm also seeing improvements in health as Jupiter blesses that aspect in your life. You might be incorporating health through your lifestyles. You might be interested in holistic healing, plant medicine of some sort. This is an amazing transit for doctors or people aspiring to become a doctor or a physician or any type of medical profession. So I'm talking my nurses, my PAs. This is an amazing transit for y'all. You're more likely to possibly get a pet. If you guys been wanting a pet, this is an amazing time to get a pet, so like a dog, cat, or whatever other pet you want during this time. And additionally, you might be more interested in service work. So some things to note and be wary of: don't get wrapped up in the details. Keep it basic, keep it simple. Simplify your schedule. Don't try to overwork yourself, and be sure to take breaks during this time. So I hope that resonated, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, so if you're an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius placements, specifically a rising in Aquarius, or Gemini happens to rule over your 5th house, this section of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 5th house and also making a trine to either your sun in Aquarius or any other Aquarius placements you have. So the area of life that's going to be blessed with Jupiter will be your talents, entertainment, hobbies, romance, creativity, and even children. So these aspects of your life will be blessed. Now, this is an amazing transit for my artists, for my actors, for my musicians, any of y'all who have some amazing talents. This will be an amazing time to refine your skills and to gain more recognition for your talents. You might be more inspired during this time to take on creative projects or create something like an album or some type of EP if you're a musician or something. I do feel like your creative projects will be flourishing during this time, and this is a great time for self-expression. You may also be uncovering a new talent, and you might be refining that talent, which will bring you not only good luck but recognition. There are new opportunities for love and romance. If you are in a relationship already, there's more romance and love coming, and the fun and spicy moments will be there as well. If you're single, you might be connecting with people who are more lively, who are fun, and you might be getting into a relationship. It might be more casual at first, but it could end up becoming serious later on if you choose so. But overall, dating life will be pretty abundant. Now, when it comes to children, your connection to children will be improving. If you have kids yourself, your relationship with your kids will definitely improve. I do see them being more, they might be gravitating towards you more compared to your partner. So that could be something that happens. I also see an opportunity to heal your inner child or any childhood wounds you're dealing with. This is also a very fertile time for you. So if you've been wanting to get pregnant or you want a child, this is an amazing time to get pregnant or possibly adopt or do something with IVF if that's something you have to go through. But overall, this will be a fun and carefree time for you. But some things to take note of: avoid disregarding your responsibilities and focusing too much energy on the fun. You can have fun, you have all the right to have fun during this time, but don't disregard your responsibilities. Remember, balance is needed in your life. Avoid any unnecessary drama as well, okay? So if that resonated, please let me know. I hope it did. And yeah, let me know your experiences in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, so finally, last but not least, if you are a Pisces or you have Pisces placements, such as a rising specifically, or Gemini happens to rule over your 4th house, this section of the video is for you. So Jupiter will be entering your Gemini ruled 4th house, and it will also be making a square with your sun if you are a Pisces, or it will be squaring with your Pisces placements. So the area of life that will be blessed is your home, your family, mother, domestic life, ancestors, roots, and properties. So during this time, you might be seeing improvements. I'm sorry, I just saw something. Okay, you might be seeing improvements in your domestic and home life, and you'll be experiencing more stability and security overall. You might be called to make renovations to your home, or maybe purchase a completely new home or property. And overall, you'll see some form of expansion in your living space or maybe your home. You might be changing up things, changing the furniture, creating more space for yourself. I'm seeing decluttering specifically. You will also notice there's going to be possibly an addition to the family. So if you're pregnant, or your partner's pregnant, or you've been wanting to expand the family in some way, this is a time to do so. Your relationship with your mom may also improve, or your grandmother, or some type of maternal figure in your life. You may notice your connection to those figures improving and becoming more harmonious. I'm also seeing abundance in family time, especially with distant relatives. I also feel like home will be more beautiful. So you might be redecorating the home or changing things up so it can expand your life and expand you spiritually. I'm also seeing your parents may benefit you in some way. Let me see, anything else? Oh yes, there's also a great potential in connecting to your roots, your ancestral roots. So if you've been wanting to dive deeper into your culture or like your background, your ethnicity, this is an amazing time to do so. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys feel called to travel back to your home country or travel back to the country where your family is from. So I'm seeing like an ancestry test. So some of you guys might be wanting to take an ancestry test to see where you're from and connect with that side of you. I do feel like you will be experiencing a lot of protection from your ancestors from this transit as well. And yeah, I think that's it. Now, some things to note. I'm looking at my notes right now. Be wary of isolating too much, and you don't have to stay home all the time. Definitely still balance your life. Go out if you need to, but make sure you're not isolating yourself too much. Don't avoid any childhood wounds, especially when it comes from your parents. I'm definitely feeling like some of you guys might be, again, healing your relationship to your parents, your mother specifically, and working through those traumas. And I'm also seeing an opportunity to break generational curses with this transit. So I hope this resonated. Let me know your experiences in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.